New construction homes have been so desirable in Greenville, South Carolina. I want to share some of my top new construction communities with you. Hi, I'm Evan Whaley, your favorite Greenville realtor. I often get a lot of phone calls about helping people with new construction. They want to know some of the best communities, so I thought I'd make this video for you and share some of my favorites. I often get a lot of phone calls from clients. I often get a lot of phone calls from people asking about new construction communities. They want to know what some of my favorite ones are that are upcoming. So I wanted to share some of my current top 5 favorites for you. One of the first ones I want to start with is Parkland Hills. Parkland Hills is being built by Toll Brothers. What I really love about Toll Brothers is the quality and attention to detail that they put into all of their homes. Toll Brothers is really known as the luxury production builder. When we look at a lot of different sites, Toll Brothers has some really incredible rankings and overall nationally is very well thought of. That community specifically, what they're building is anywhere from 2,400 up to about 4,000 square foot homes. They've got 2 to 3 car garages. It's out there in Fountain Inn, which is near the new Fountain Inn High School. So it's zoned for a lot of schools that are really desirable for people. One of the things that makes this community really special is you've got some rolling hills in the background. Joe, you can edit some of this, but basically I'll share this. Some of the things that make this community really special, beyond just the fact of it being a Toll Brothers build and the quality that you get there, is you're going to have rolling hills in the background. You're going to be rated for some of the highest rated schools in the area, and the brand new Fountain Inn High School is in for this community as well. And the brand new Fountain Inn High School is zoned for this neighborhood as well. Homes are going to start around the $500,000 price range and go up from there depending on size, finishes, and a lot of other factors. The next community I want to talk about is Parker's Landing. Parker's Landing is a community that we've had here in the area for a while, and they've been talking about doing additional phases of it, and it's finally gotten approved and announced. So Parker's Landing, what people really love is that's in the Simpsonville area. It's zoned for some really highly rated school systems. And so what people really love about Parker's Landing is they have larger lots. They have a minimum ½ acre in that community up to over an acre. We don't see too many communities here that are building on large lots. So for people looking for that and they're looking at a desirable location in Simpsonville in the Five Forks area, this really offers a lot. The reason why people really love that location in Simpsonville is it's close to a lot of shopping. They're really close to this huge soccer complex, so if you've got kids or whatever that are into sports, that are especially into soccer, this is a great opportunity to live close to that.
Should we talk about the soccer thing?
Yeah. I don't know how to say the name correctly. Is it
Mesa?
Mesa?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Should I talk about the whole thing again? Feels a little convoluted.
Yes, it wouldn't be bad.
Okay. The next community I want to talk about is Parker's Landing, which is going to be done by Dream Finders, which formerly was known as Crescent Homes. Overall, they're going to build some really high quality homes in that community. They're going to start at the $620,000 price range and go up from there. What people really love and are attracted to in this community is first the location. It's really close to the Mesa soccer complex, so there's a lot of activities there for kids to go in and join local soccer leagues. Beyond that, you're really close to the Five Forks area, which offers a lot of different grocery store options, a lot of local shops, and everything from your fast food restaurants like Chick-fil-A and then your grocery stores like Whole Foods. So there's so many amazing resources that are right there at your doorstep. Another thing that's really attractive is we don't see this very often with new construction communities in our area is that all of these are ½ acre or larger. The setting there is absolutely breathtaking. You've got some hills out in the background as well. So overall, this will be a really attractive addition to our really attractive new construction community. All right, thanks.
You were so good until the very end.
I know. I screw up.
No, it's good. Hold on, let me-
The next community I'm going to mention is also another Dreamfinder community. And before I get into all the details on that, make sure you stick around to my last community because I think it's probably the best one. I shouldn't say that, but I want to make sure that people stick around to the whole video because as I'm talking, this could get boring.
I would say because it's the highest sought people are gonna fast forward too.
Yeah. The next community I want to talk about is called The Settlement. It's another Dreamfinder community. As you can probably already tell, I'm very The next community I wanted to talk about is The Settlement. It's another Dreamfinder community. Overall, oh gosh, I don't want to go into all that. The next community I want to talk about is The Settlement. It's another Dreamfinder community. This is going to have a little bit smaller homes as far as lot size and square footage, but it's going to be a master plan community. We don't have too many of those here in Greenville, so that makes it really unique. I've heard stories that this will be around 1,000 homes after all 5 phases are completed. It's in the early stages now, so we'll see exactly how all of this develops. But within that master plan, it's mixed use, everything from some commercial development to having childcare. Is it childcare? No, it's a community pond.
4 phases, by the way.
4 phases. Okay, I'll just do that. Okay, I'll do that all over again. So Joe, don't use any of that. The next community I want to talk about is actually another Dreamfinder community called The Settlement. It's in its early stages now and ultimately is planned to have 4 total phases of build out. This is a master plan community and it's rumored to be around 1,000 homes whenever it's completed. We don't see as many of those style of communities here in the upstate area, although we do have one called O'Neill Village that has done extremely well, so it'll be very interesting to see how this settlement grows and develops. It'll be really interesting to see how the settlement grows and develops. The settlement is also in Simpsonville, South Carolina, and is going to offer all the attractive things from a location standpoint that I mentioned previously about Parker's Landing. No, because it's not that close to Parker's Landing. I shouldn't say that. Joe, I'm going to redo the whole thing again. The next community I'm going to talk about is actually another Dreamfinder community. It's called The Settlement. The Settlement's going to offer smaller lots and smaller homes than Parker's Landing, but it's going to be at a lower price point. They're going to be somewhere starting into the mid 300s and going up from there depending on features and everything else that you're looking for. The thing about this community that makes it really attractive, it's in the Simpsonville area. It's about 5 minutes from downtown Simpsonville and about 20 minutes from downtown Greenville. Some other really amazing things is this is a master plan community, and we've only got a few of those here in the upstate area. One of the ones that immediately comes to mind is O'Neill Village. It's done extremely well and has been extremely popular, and I think the settlement will be as well. When we look at the settlement, they have plans to build a pond, have a pool, and have a lot of community resources, including a fire pit, that will really help build that sense of community and help people gather in the... I don't want to say that. What's really interesting about the settlement is in the master plan, they'll have a pond, they'll have a pool, and they'll have a fire pit, which will just help people gather in the community and really get a chance to know each other.
It's on playground.
Oh, playground.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things that are planned for this community is a pool, a pond, a playground, and a fire pit. So there'll be a lot of really attractive things here for people to gather and for you to get to know your neighbors if you decide this is a community for you. The next community I want to mention is the Kitson. This is downtown, so this is going to be a higher price point than some of the other things that I've talked about. But it's going to offer a really The next community I want to talk about is the Kitson. It's going to be much smaller. It's going to be really unique. There's modern designs here. A lot of these have already been built. They're townhouse. The next community that I want to talk about is actually in downtown Greenville. It's called the Kitson. It's on our west side, which is known as the Art District. What makes the west side really special and popular, it's really close to Unity Park, it's really close to our baseball field, and it's really walkable from that area of town. These are all going to be luxury, modern style townhouses. They're going to start in the $800,000 price range and go up from there. It's going to be a pretty small, intimate community. Overall, a lot of the building has already happened, but they're selling a lot of these homes as spec properties. This will be really attractive for someone looking to be at the hub of our downtown and wants that walkability factor. And the last one, the hardness. The last community they want to discuss is probably one of my personal favorites, the Hartness. The Hartness has so much to offer. It's this really beautiful, pristine luxury community that's in this really fantastic era. The next community the last community that I'm going to talk about is the Hartness. It's probably one of my absolute favorites. It's absolutely beautiful. The architecture in there is unlike anything else that you'll see in our area. They've got a lot of how do I explain their architecture? Because they have a European flavor. Do they have anything on? Can you Google their thing to figure out what they say? Because they have a European, Charleston style homes. Kind of Italian. It's somewhat similar to Montebello in a lot of ways, but a little bit more Charleston flavor. Okay, I probably just don't even have to talk about it. We'll see it in B-roll. So, The last community that I'm going to talk about is probably one of my absolute favorites, which is the Hartness. The last community I want to talk about is the Hartness, which is probably one of my absolute favorite communities. The Hartness is unlike anything else that we have here in Greenville. It's a master plan community on over 200 pristine acres. It's a luxury style community that's highly walkable. They've got sidewalks everywhere. They have pools. They have a basketball court. This community has restaurants. They have a dry cleaning place, a coffee shop, you name it. This community is really designed to be a place that people don't have to leave if they don't want to. That doesn't sound right. The last community that I want to talk about is one of my absolute favorites. It's the Hartness. The Hartness is unlike anything else that we have here in Greenville. It's over 280 pristine acres that have been used for this master plan community. The community features one of the best restaurants in the entire upstate, and it also has a hotel inside of it so that your guests can stay there if they would like and have a really amazing experience. This is a luxury neighborhood unlike anything else that we really have here in the upstate. You've got a basketball court, you have swimming pools, a workout facility, dry cleaning place, a coffee shop. There's another restaurant in there that I didn't even mention compared to the 1-5, which I said is one of the best in the upstate. This community is located in a really amazing location as well. You're 15 minutes from the airport, you're 15 minutes from downtown Greenville, you're really close to the Five Forks area. They have rivers, creeks in the neighborhood and community as well, just making this a really unique setting. They have everything from smaller patio-style homes that are around 2,000 square feet to estate-style lots that can be up to 6,000 plus square feet. So they offer a lot in this community. The price really ranges from $800,000 on the lowest end to multiple millions of dollars. They've got, in that community, some of the best builders. In that community, some of the best luxury builders in all of Greenville are building in there. I don't think I need to talk about who they are. He probably could show it or whatever, but if you're looking for luxury living in Greenville, it doesn't get much better than the Hartness. I'm curious, which of these 5 communities is most attractive to you? Drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you.